I am platinum, so I got to go to the platinum and diamond party. Trying to be presentable tonight for elegant night. But anyway. There is a citrus cheesecake at the Java Blue Cafe that I absolutely love. This cocktail is my absolute favorite. It's called a geisha, and it is only available at the Banzai Sushi restaurant. Absolutely flippin' delicious. Yum, yum, yum. I have to tell you about embarkation day. No, scratch that. Debarkation day. We really wondered. Let me start at the beginning. So we'll go back to embarkation day. We were not allowed to park at the parking structure. We were told that we had to park off-site. But first, we had to drive to the port, drop off our luggage, then drive to the off-site parking at the Long Beach Convention Center, and then get a shuttle to go back to the port and get on the ship. So, debarkation day comes. Now, we have all our luggage with us. So, I have to say, the debarkation process from the ship, smooth as silk. Wow, they've really streamlined the whole experience and made it so easy. I had to wait for a wheelchair. My knees were really hurting, and I knew I wouldn't be able to walk from the ship to the port building. So that took a little bit of a wait, but that was okay. It was very, very well orchestrated. So they got me into the building, and then they have to switch you from a cruise ship wheelchair to a port wheelchair. And then they wheeled us over to the luggage area where we claimed our luggage. We got a porter. We went out and got in line for the shuttle. I'd say maybe altogether it took an hour from the time we got into the port building. Now, the debarkation began, quote unquote, at 8:30. We had to be in the Limelight Lounge, aft on deck 4. By the time we actually got up to leave, it was almost 9. By the time I actually got into the building, it was about 10. And then getting onto the shuttle itself, maybe 10:45. So when we got back, you're going to see a video after this that shows, what the situation was like, the buses and all the people. Anyway, I just sat my butt down, and Marlene went and got the car and came and picked me up with the luggage. And then we went to breakfast. And you'll see pictures of our breakfast. Because like I've said in the past, I love to go to the Omelet House in Garden Grove. Tiny little mom and pop dive. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. I'd consider it a dive. But the food is so good. It's a super popular place too. So, yeah. So that's what you'll be seeing next. Hey, it is me, and today is Monday, I believe March the 9th. I got back home from my cruise yesterday. It was a long one. And I know you never dreamed you'd hear me say that, but I have to clarify why it felt like that to me. We were in an inside cabin. Oof. Yeah, I'm a balcony girl. You know what? We got lucky in that we were upgraded to a cabin with a window. So thank goodness we were able to get some sunlight in, but no fresh air. So I'm really wondering what our next cruise is going to be like. If I didn't tell you, our next cruise is another freebie that my friend got, and it only costs like $345 to add me. And this one is 11 nights. So that's going to be something. I'm really curious to see what kind of room we end up with. Yeah. So here's where I'm going to repeat some advice that I've given to you guys previously, but I'm going to repeat it here. If you're planning a cruise, take the time to do a little research and pick a cabin towards the middle of the ship. We were at the absolute very front. And let me tell you, when they dropped that anchor, it felt like the North Ridge earthquake from 1970, whatever it was. I was 15 years old. Whew. If you don't want to do the research yourself, find yourself a travel agent. Travel agents do not charge for their services. So ask around, ask your friends, or if you belong to Costco, they have a travel service and they book cruises. But make sure you got somebody in your corner who is knowledgeable. That's extremely important. Now, I really can't complain about this last cruise and the one that's coming up, because what the heck? I mean, for the price, you know, you can't beat it. But if I was going to book one for myself to go on that I was going to be paying for, yeah, you better believe I want to be midship and I want a balcony. Yeah.